This is Paul. I just got to the study room and it's 2:20. Yeah. And I sent some emails today about hate crimes and malicious harassment and false arrest and false imprisonment. Cults and my sons being abused because they're in the wrong grades. But as so often happens, nobody called me or emailed. It's almost as if the employees, of the government don't think that they can actually be prosecuted. Now, when I got to the library, I found a really good magazine. It's called Esquire. Yes, it's from 1993. Yeah, has Mick Jagger on the front of it. Yeah, yeah. And I thought, why is it that I think there's Anna Nicole Smith? Yes, Guess Jeans, and there might be some persons remember that from 26 years ago. Yeah. I just kind of browsed through the magazine looking at the actual faces and the bodies of the models. Yeah. And then I thought about looking at the faces of those within the community where I've been living. Yes. I don't see a lot of dogs in this magazine. There really has been a considerable change. Yes. See, to me, this looks normal. Now, I know I'm 26 years older. I was 23 years old in 1993, and this is how I remember it. Oh, just a normal nose with a normal chin, poop, normal smile. I mean, everything was very normal. Yes, yes, yes. Now, obviously, some of these have been photoshopped. In 1993, they really didn't have that very good of photoshopping. No. And you'll just kind of this is kind of a normal face, isn't it? Yes. Or this guy right here. Oh, boy, in 26 years, we really made some improvements, haven't we? Come to find out. You know, this is the buttocks of a man. hmm Looks somewhat normal, except for my buttocks has a lot of pimples on it that's been having to be picked for some reason. As if, well, what we'll do is we'll put pimples on the ass of the population, we'll pick ourselves on and off. Now, as much as you would think that it was unnecessary for me to make the comment of wanting to bathe on a bathtub, why don't you get me the ass picking of every police department of the United States of America? Ouch. Somehow, yes, I'm thinking that all of those that thought it was so humorous that we'd all be picking the pimple of progress. Yes. I noticed that for the most part, I don't really touch my physical body. Yes. But for some reason, woke up and all of a sudden somebody's got my hands in there picking themselves on me. Pooch. Could you explain, Sheriff, how many pimples you have on your ass? Now, just looking at the faces, Kurt Loder, yes. And then Robert, Steve Erickson, Amanda Vile, yes. You know, I think that these individuals, they look somewhat normal, yes. And as much as they were models back in 1993, I don't see these huge noses on them. Pooch! As if somebody had to hear through their noses. Right. They had to sew into their genitals. Yes. They had to pick their asses. Can you tell me how many pimples you have on your ass right now? Oh, Now, Ray-Bans were very popular when I was 23 years old. Looks normal to me. Look at that. Just a normal face of an individual. Yes, yes. And somehow we got convinced that we're going to go the way of the the mutating population. Now your big fat fucking nose and the pimples on your asses, pooch. They didn't get there by themselves, did they? Now this is an example of a really not a very good job photoshopping. Yes, yes. They kind of tried to make it look nice, but he really doesn't look that good. Yeah. Now, these individuals that I grew up with, yes, I do not know how many times over the last, 40 years, yes, I read about the Better Sex video series. After years of making love the same old way, here's an exciting new beginning.